Hey guys, what's up? It is the KerbalKiller here, and today we are going to be doing an in-depth tutorial of when you just get the game and you have no idea what to do. So let's just get started right away here. I'm doing this for someone who asked for it in the comments section. I can't remember your name right now, buddy, but I'm sorry about that. I would look it up, but my phone is dead, so this is for him and for anyone else who gets a little confused on what to do when you just get the game. So first thing I do whenever I get a new game that I want to try out is I always go to the settings and then I go to the graphics, because my computer is not the greatest, but I can record with it, so I guess it's still better than some people's out there. But I am getting a new one, so hopefully this won't be an issue soon. So my graphics, I always put terrain detail on low and render quality on fastest. Those are generally the two most that you want to do, but let's just go down the list here. So terrain detail on low, this is how good the planets look and all that, so that's why my planets kind of look not as good as any other YouTuber that you might watch. SM3 terrain shader, I think that is just shading for the different mountains and stuff on the terrain. I have that disabled. Terrain scatters, this is what does the different rocks and trees on the planets like that you can walk through and all that. Scatter density is how often they appear on the terrain for the terrain scatters. So those are just to make your obviously scenery, those are to make your scenes look better, your while you're flying, just like the pretty little stuff. Render quality, how good the game looks, I'm assuming. I'm not really sure what that does, to be honest, but I know fastest, fantastic makes it look really great, and fastest makes it run really fast. Texture quality, how the resolution of the textures, full resolution, half resolution, quarter resolution, eighth resolution. So obviously if you have a slower machine you might want to do eighth resolution, but I can do full resolution, so I do that. Fallback part shaders, I'm assuming this is shade on things that are falling from your ship, like debris as it's falling from your ship to the earth, or just floating around, I guess, I don't know. Aerodynamic FX quality, this is the effects, like how good the re-entry shader effects look, so I put that on normal because it looks really cool. Screen resolution, this is the max that my computer can go to, but it can go to 1920 by 1080, I'm assuming. I don't know, I've never actually seen it. So yeah, full screen, so that's the whole entire screen takes up. Anti-aliasing. Oh, one more thing, hopefully with my new computer I'm going to get a new monitor. Well, a monitor because I'm using a laptop, but it'll hopefully be 1920 by 1080, and I may be able to record in 1920 by 1080, so that'll be great. Anti-aliasing smoothens, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. It smoothens the edges of different things. If you look really close at an edge of an object in the distance, it'll be kind of pixelated and rough around the edges. This will pretty much smoothen that out. It does take a lot out of your frame rate though, so I usually leave that off. I don't really mind it. V-Sync, vertical sync, it stops screen tear. I really don't see much screen tearing in this game, so it doesn't really matter that much. But this will definitely limit your FPS to whatever your screen hertz is. So this is pretty much, you can usually turn this off. It'll boost your frame rate quite a bit. Frame limit, if you wanna lock your frame rate at something, 180 or whatever. Mine's usually at default, but I'll just actually kick that up to 180 because I don't really see a point. Pixel light count, how many light counts per pixel, I don't know. Shade cascades, I don't know. I really should have looked this up before I did this, huh? Oh well. I'll probably, hold on, one sec guys. Okay, I just looked it up, and shadow cascades is how detailed the shadows appear, and pixel light count is how detailed the light appears, or I guess, I don't know, I could be lying. Something about that. These are really good. These kind of limit your frame rate too, so I just leave mine kind of low. So yeah. Audio, I usually turn music down quite a bit because it's so loud on high. Spacecraft, this is how loud your engines are. Ambience, I think that's usually just for the Space Center, like the little background noise you hear, but yeah. UI, I don't really know it. I'm pretty sure this is the noise that, like, whenever you detach, whenever you press space or something like that, or whenever you press a button, I don't know. I don't really hear it that much, to be honest. Voices, this does nothing yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be implemented for Kerbal's talking. I could be lying. Normalizers, if you want to just tweak the sounds, I guess. Input, this is your controls. This is actually important to look at. So if you are new to the game, this is actually kind of helpful to look at. I'll just go through all of these. How much is there? That's a bit. Okay, we'll go through all of it really fast. For the ship, I'll just go for everything that you really need. For landing gear, G. For if you want to open your landing gear, G. If you want to open your apply your brakes, if you can just hold B, or you can just click on the brake button on the top of your screen when you're in flight. If you want to SAS, if you want to hold it to activate it, you press F, and now as long as you're pressing F, it'll activate. But if you just want to toggle, you can press T, which is what most people use. RCS, if you want to turn your RCS on or off, you press R. If you are max throttle and you just want to cut your throttle immediately, you press X, and that'll just immediately get rid of all your throttle instead of having to hold left control. Precision controls toggle, if you press caps lock, you'll go into precision mode, which is good for doing which is good for like precise maneuvers, which is what most people use for docking because it's easier to do with docking. Lights is U. I did not know that actually. For a Kerbal it's L, but I guess for your ship it's U to toggle that. So I just learned something. And the emergency abort button, the abort button that normally does anything, that's actually you have to action group that, but that's backspace. And then all these are the action groups that you can do in the action groups tab. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 0. Staging. Let's see. Pitch. Pitch down. Pitch up. Y'all left. Y'all right. Roll. Roll. Everyone kind of knows those. The translation. This is for the RCS translation. So translate up K. Translate down I. Left. So this is good for docking. You can use these and it'll pretty much just, if you activate SAS while you do this, you can move your ship just using RCS, and it's really helpful because obviously you can go them just more than one direction at the same time. Throttle, obviously most people know that. Throttle up, left shift. Throttle down, left control. Other stages, space, and you can actually change the sensitivity on the buttons here. So if that's something you want to do, if it seems a little bit too sensitive or not sensitive enough, you can also add you can change your dead zones too. But yeah, docking. This is the docking controls. So I don't really use these, so I don't really know much about them. But hey, they're here if you want to look at them. This is for if you're on EVA, move forward, backward, all that. Turn left, turn right. And if you have your EVA pack on, this is what it is. These are the controls: up and down, left shift and left control. Jump, space, run, left shift, use grab, F. Toggle EVA packs, or toggle your RCS pack on your Kerbal, which is R, and that's what this is what this controls are for. Toggle movement mode, left alt, I don't know what that does. Orient to view, space, and toggle lights, L. See, Kerbals have like lights on them so you can see better. Rover, steer left, steer right, and then some sensitivity and throttle. Now it's a lot of controls. Anyway, miscellaneous camera. If you want to change your camera mode, you can press C. If you want to go to the next camera, that's for IVA, by the way. If you want to go to the next camera mode, like auto, chase, and all that, you can press V. If you want to reset your camera, press backspace. Zoom in, keypad plus, zoom out, keypad minus. I do not have keypad here, so I cannot use those, which is annoying, which is another reason I want a PC, because this keyboard is annoying because it has no keypad. View up, view down, and all that. UI, if you want to hide the flight UI for like a cinematic, you can press F2. And if you want to hide the labels, how far, it shows the name of the vessel and then how far away it is, you can press F4 to hide that. If you want to just get rid of the flight log, you can press F3. So this is good for cinematics if you want to get rid of all that stuff. Map, view, and increase time warp and decrease time warp, or period and comma. So if you don't want to press the arrows every time, I usually use period and comma. Escape is pause. Obviously, take a screenshot as F1. I did not know that. Quick save and quick load, F5 and F9. And then the VA being spaceplane hangar. Scroll view up, scroll view down, page up, page down. Pitch part down, pitch part up, S, just the regular. Reset part rotation to space. I didn't know that. That's kind of interesting. So those are your controls. And then general, your mouse sensitivity here. So how sensitive your mouse wheel is. I'm sorry. Your flight UI. Mine's on small, but you can make it pretty big or pretty tiny if you want it. Staging, use staging controls for docking. I would not suggest that because that is quite hard to do. Well, actually, that's what I kind of usually do, except I use the translation, so it doesn't really matter. Show space center crew. I don't know what that is. Show vessel labels. Obviously, what we were talking about with the graphics, not graphics input, and then where is it? Right here, the high vessel label. So it's the same thing. If you just don't want it completely, you can turn it off. Then system simulate in background, so it will simulate in the background. I don't really know how to explain that. Max persistent debris, how much debris you can have that is still being calculated at one time, and max physics delta time per frame. So how fast the physics is being calculated. If you want it to be really calculated, like a lot, you can go to 0.3. If you don't really want it to be calculated all that much, go to 1 second. So I would suggest leaving that at default though, because if you want it faster, it's going to I guess if you put it up here, it's going to increase your frame rate a bit because it's not doing the physics as much, but I would suggest leaving that there because that's really nothing to touch. So now we'll just head into game. We'll head into the tutorials just so I can show you some of the VAB controls. I won't do the spaceplane hanger because the spaceplane hanger is just annoying to me. I never really like the controls there. They're a little bit different with the mouse wheel, but it just bothers me. So here we are. We're at the tutorials thing, and we're just going to head into the spaceplane hangar. By the way, this is a live commentary, which is why I cough quite a bit, because I'm not really used to talking this much to myself. Anyway, so we're in this is a vehicle assembly building. This is usually, if you first get the game, this is going to be the first place that you go into. So if you the first thing you're going to do is you're going to see all these different tabs on the left here. So this is where all your parts are. This is, oh, hold on. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do if you build a ship, and let me just do this fast. You're going to pick a command pod. Let's just pick one man lander can. Here we go. And so if you want to select it, obviously you can click here. You click on the thing that you want to select on the left bar here, and you can take out whatever you want. If you want to get rid of it, you select it, and then you just drag it back over to the menu, and you click there and make a little crumpling noise, and then it will disappear from the building menu. So that's how you do that. If you'll notice that when I pick this up, it has two little green bars on the top and bottom. That's used to connecting other things to it. So if we just take the skipper engine, I know it's stupid, but you'll see this also has green balls on it. So if we just attach those, it'll click into there, it'll turn green. Green means that it will be attached to the ship, red means it will not. So that's not attached to the ship right now. I can just put something straight through that. If I attach it to the ship like that, it will now go around with the thing. If you attach it, it will now go around with the ship. One way, obviously, if I click this and move it around, the whole ship will not go with it. If you want to move the whole ship at the same time, without having to click on the command pod, you can hold down left shift, or let me try right shift. No, it has to be left shift. You can hold down left shift and then click, and it'll move the whole ship around. That's just something handy I learned. If you want to rotate a part, you can use W, A, S, and D. W and A pitch, A and D yaw, I guess, and Q and E roll. So you can go like this and attach something like that if you really wanted to, but I don't know. If you, let's reset that. If you hold down left shift while you press W, A, S, D, Q, and E, it will do it in increments of 5 degrees, so you can get a more precise read of how you want something to be attached. This is good for like a radial engine. So you don't want it like that, but you want somewhat like this at an angle. So there you go, that's just something handy. It's also good for separatrons. If you don't want to crash into your ship, you can do it at an angle like that. Next would be symmetry, which is down here, symmetry mode. If you press this, you'll see 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. It will automatically it'll take one of these, and if I put it onto 2 symmetry mode, it'll make 2 of them exactly opposite from each other. If I do it with 3, it'll do the same thing with 3. And he just got on Steam. I forgot to put myself on busy mode, but whatever. If I do it with 4, same thing, but 4 of them, and you get the point. If you press X, it will cycle through these, and I don't know how to go down from them though. Anyway, so if you press X, it'll just cycle through that. Next is the angle mode. You can press C to alternate this, or you can just click it. And basically with this, if you can see, I'm on not angle sharp. I can pretty much pick anywhere on the ship that I want to put it, but if I use angle sharp, it'll snap to the nearest angle. I usually use angle sharp just because it makes it look cleaner, and it's a little bit better for building. It's a little bit better for organizing your ship, I think. And so that is this is the propulsion tab. This is where you can get all your engines and all your fuel, and RCS. Control is where you get your avionics package, your RCS thrusters, so how you actually use the RCS fuel, and your SAS here. Structural is where you get all your structural stuff for your ship. I can't say that. Hold on, give me a second here. Structural stuff for your ship. There we go. So such as adapters, fuselage. I can say that one, right? What's this called? The Hub Max multi-point connector. Dear God. The once again another adapter, and more importantly, stability enhancers and decouplers. So this is where you go to get your decouplers, radial decouplers, stack separators, and all that. Aerodynamic is where you can get your wings and everything that has to do with aerodynamics, like nose cones and engine body. What's that? Radial engine body. Wait, this is radial. Oh, it is. So yeah, and you can also, this is also where you get your air intakes for your ship. Next is utility. This is where you can get pretty much, this is like the miscellaneous tab, to be honest. You can get your hitchhiker storage container, which is what you use to store Kerbals, batteries, anything that has to do with electricity, ion engines, docking ports, which are actually very handy. So you're going to want this to have landing legs, parachutes, lights, and wheels. So this is a useful tab. And science, which currently serves no purpose, but it comes with stuff like the Communitron. See how I can't there we go. If I flip that like that, and it should, there we go. Communitrons, the different antennas, and the different scientific tools. So that is pretty much the building. If you want to choose your flag, I have the Milo and KerbalKiller flags installed here, so those are what's there. This is the default. The Kerbal Space Program is default. This is using version 0.20. Version 0.21 is coming out soon though, so I'm kind of excited for that. This is your new button. This is what, if you want to just completely restart your ship, you click that. Load if you have some previously saved ship. This usually takes a long time to load up when I'm recording, but there we go. If you have any saved ship that you want to load, you can just click it and then click load. I'm not going to do that because it will take forever to load up. Like here's my To The Moon ship. So if I want to load that, just click load, and then that would come up. Save is how you save your ship. This is how you can click on the where it says Untitled Spacecraft or whatever it would say for you. You can click on the little text there. You can change it to say, "This is my ship name." There we go. Exclamation point for emphasis. And this is where you launch your ship, and this is where you exit the VAB. Action groups. So this is what I was talking about. So say I want this Gravimax to launch whenever I click custom 1. I can click on the sensor, and I can click toggle sensor. So now whenever when I press the custom 1, that will automatically turn on. And say if I want to abort, I can click on the, what are these called, separatrons. I can click activate engine. So now when I click the abort button, that will go. And if I want to just open up this, which is horrible spot, I can click custom 2 and do that. So let's test this out, save it, and clear the launch pad there. And we are back, and we are bouncing on a dime, and we fell over. That's just great. So might as well test out our new, what is this called, scientific tools. So if I press 2, that opens up. I could have also clicked it, but I didn't. If I press 1, this should automatically be on. If I press 1 again, see it changes. See, and now if I press the abort button or I press backspace, it goes fire. And now we have liftoff. I didn't actually think that was going to work. Let's see if we can actually fly this to see. Ooh, let's see if we can get to the monolith. Okay, I'm not really a pilot, but I guess we can try. Oh, we got Jebediah, so we're good. Now let's pull up. Oh wow, this is actually kind of nice. Wow. All those times I've tried to get to this stupid monolith, and now I can finally make it here. Oh god, no, 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 no. Okay. EVA, EVA. And let go! And he died. And that thing lived. I just, god. Whatever. So, yeah. I guess I'll do the, VAB while I'm here. Oh, not sure if you guys saw that, but I just randomly went to desktop for a second there. Oh, if you click this flag, you can also change the flag that's there. That's how I got to the KerbalKiller space program. Here is your tracking station. Let me just point this out. This is where you see all of the other ships that you've launched. So since this is our, what's it called? This is our, tutorials save. We have all the ships that we've launched, like the communication satellite, our moon landing site, where the flag is, the second flag there, the to the moon lander, which is in orbit because we ditched it during the tutorial episode, the Minimus lander, which I might want to get those guys out of there, but they're just still chilling there. I think that's the first one I launched. Here is the Minimus landing site. Yeah, you can see this is the flag in the ice river. Woo, this is the other flag there. The Minimus lander, which is from the tutorial. Bill Kerman and Bob Kerman are still there. We landed at Minimus the other time I went to Minimus in the tutorial, but didn't record. Or I did record and I deleted it like an idiot. Here's the second Minimus lander, and then this is my ship name, which is crashed right near the VAB, or the Space Center, I mean. So yeah, you can also use this little menu up here to toggle everything so you can see all the debris I have. I have 9 things of debris, all in orbit. I believe, yeah, that should all be orbiting Kerbal. Yeah, I have no debris at the moon, which is good. Although I do have this. Anyway, probes, the communication satellite is right there. So this is just a way of organizing your tracking station. All my landers, all my ships. Ships is the default, by the way, unless you change it. Except for landers. If you undock from a ship, it'll automatically become a lander. All EVAs and all my flags. So another little quick tip is if you click on either the launch pad or the runway, it'll just load up the ship save. So if you want to just launch a ship from there, you can. And then here is the spaceplane hangar. The spaceplane hangar is pretty much the same thing with symmetry and all that, except, oh, one thing I did not show you in the what's it called? The VAB is if you hold down middle mouse button, it will when you move your mouse, it'll zoom in for you like this. Whereas regularly it just comes in and out. But if you hold down middle mouse button in the spaceplane hangar and move your mouse, it'll move the whole it'll move like the center of the what's it called, of the camera, which I do not like. So yeah, that's just something I hate. It's so hard to get it recentered again, like here. And there we go. And this looks to be centered right now, which is good. So let me just quickly show you what I meant by that, because I'm not really good at describing things. So here we go. See, if I zoom in, if I use the mouse wheel right now, it'll just go up and down. But if I hold down the mouse wheel and I move my mouse, it'll move in and out. Or if I hold down shift and use the mouse wheel, it'll do the same thing. So that's pretty much it. I think I went over everything. Everything there is to go over anyway. Oh, one more thing in the tracking station. You can also do this in the regular map, but I don't feel like switching to a ship. As you can see, there are these 2 little icons on the right here. These are newly implemented in 0.20. And so this is just the info window. It'll tell you a little bit of like a small description about anything that you click on. So say if we center on the moon here, not on the ship, on the moon, it'll give us info about the moon. It'll also give us the physical characteristics and the different spacey stuff. Same with Minimus. No, not Minimus lander. I hate clicking on things. Minimus, it'll tell us a small description, and then it'll give us all the different characteristics of it. Like the gravity at sea level is 0.05 G's, whereas the moon's gravity at sea level is 0.166 G's, and then Kerbin's gravity is 1 G, obviously, at sea level. So yeah, that is pretty much it. It'll also tell you escape velocity from the object that you want, how long it takes to rotate. So one day in Kerbal is actually 6 hours. He'll tell you the sphere of influence, which is 84,000 kilometers. And yeah, that is pretty much everything you need to know when you first get the game. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you just got this game, I hope it helped you. Like is always appreciated. Subscribe if you like my content, I guess. I don't know what to say here. I need an outro. I'll make one later. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.